opened up a path so to find a place to feed the cows. I'm standing on about 4 feet of snow.
Well, thankfully no calves overnight. Ooh, that was cold. It was 3 below when I was out at, actually when I came back in, it was 3:30. 3 below. And just, the air even felt cold when I was outside when I went out. I'm gonna go to the chiropractor today since our road is open. You know, I can get to town, so I'm gonna get that taken care of. I haven't been in the chiropractor in quite a while. It's been doing pretty good. Just whenever I kind of like, it's mainly my neck most of the time is that I have problems with. I think it's from football. You know, when I'm working and whatnot, like it doesn't even bother me. But usually when I'm trying to relax or something, I can, you know, either laying down or sitting or something, I can kind of feel my neck just, it's kind of like, almost feels like something's locked, just always a little bit of discomfort. So learning over the past 8 years that, you know, once I start getting to that point, it's, I don't want to wait too long, you know, no more than a week or a week and a half, you know, to go to the chiropractor. I need to go, because if I see, whenever I wait too long, then I have some sort of injury then where, you know, a muscle cramp or something, or pull a muscle or something like that. So I kind of need to get it taken care of. Sometimes I wonder how our ancestors did it, you know, if they had injuries and whatnot. Do they just put up with the pain and everything? I mean, I can't imagine, because I've had some injuries, back and neck injuries here the last, you know, 3-4 years that I've just been excruciating pain. You know, get something pops out of place and arms go numb. It's just, I mean, some of those injuries I've had have been quite painful, where I absolutely have to get to a chiropractor. Like there's no position where you're comfortable, put it that way. there's just nothing. Even taking like pain relief meds, you know, they don't do anything. That's how I can know if it's between muscle or vertebrae on my back. Like if I take like an Aleve or something like that, when the pain subsides drastically, then I know it's muscle then. But if it's vertebrae or something, the pain doesn't go away. Yeah, it's the pain stays. Yeah, girls. When I want you girls to move, when I'm trying to shred like a alfalfa bale on top of a slew bale, they don't move. But then when I don't need them to move like this, like they're doing right now, just girls, I don't know half the time what your deal is sometimes. Some days you'll move like nothing, and then the next day then it's just like they get pushed with the bucket then to get out of the way. And I don't know what you girls are doing right now. They're just dingy ding ding today. They mustn't be very hungry. That's how I can tell when they're not very hungry, when they kind of do that too. They see a little bit of straw like that, which is good. Which is good. I'm glad they're not too terribly hungry then if they're doing that. It's a good thing. It means they're getting enough. So I've kind of been a little worried here if these cows are getting enough here. You know, we're getting them alfalfa and an oat straw bale mostly every day. We're hoping it's enough, but sure looks like it. And sometimes some clean out from bale feeders they'll get too, and amongst other things. But yeah, it's only going to be about a week since they had chopped hay last. They're going to get some more. Just kind of almost rather save it till after they have their calves. They're out in the pastures, but you got a rough winter like this. They need more. I know sometimes, you know, I mean, this winter didn't really happen too much, but not as often as we would like to, just because of the crummy weather all the time. Sometimes we give them corn in January and February at times, but when we have a rough winter, but we haven't been able to do it this year just because of the weather. Because usually when I like to feed chopped hay and corn on the ground, I like to have where there's not much snow on the ground or bare ground, because as they eat, you know, stuff could freeze down. Like corn kernels can freeze into the snow and the ice then when they're eating. They don't get that then. So I'm gonna get the calves. Placement calves need a bale, and I get the other cows fed, and then yank some bales home. Then I'm gonna save these 2 bales for tomorrow. Feeding chopped hay, I'll feed some raunchier slew bales. I'll save those 2 for tomorrow. These bales look like there's only, what, 3, 6, 7 bales left here? Now that string wrap bale I'll save for tomorrow for these cows here then when we feed chopped hay. I'll save that one, unless it's too much. No, maybe no, I don't want to use that one tomorrow, no. I see a little bit of, looks too raunchy for my taste, put it that way, this time of year. Got a lot of snow in my bucket right now. I wonder if it's enough to grab. Come on, hold together, please. Nice and easy. I'm gonna clean these windows today too on the tractor. Hard to see. It was really hard seeing yesterday morning clearing the road. It was... windows are so dirty. Yeah, I wanted to feed these bales earlier this winter, but all the snow though, we just couldn't get to this side of the bale pile anymore without moving a crud ton of snow. That right bale doesn't look the greatest. It looks I can see cattails there. Don't want to use him, I don't think. One thing, all this darn snow, it's been a bugger sometimes doing anything. That's been just difficult even with driving the bale process around, because you just have no room to go anywhere half the time here. Gotta get you cows out of my way a little bit for shredding. unrolling part of a bale, I need the core for by the calving barn. Small bale feeder. We have cows locked up in the barn. Cows, please out of the way. I don't know who's behind me here. Of course, a bull behind. Never fails. Most of the time, whenever I'm backing up or driving forward, there's always a bull there. It's about the worst. Yeah, I've nearly ran over a cow before, numerous times, but I've never actually, like, you know, ran over it. Well, I guess I did run over it. It was a replacement heifer one year. I think that was 2019 or something. I had 2 bales in my bucket coming in the pasture, and you know, I had them, you know, this far, you know, just carrying them and going real slow as usual, just going in real slow. Person has to, and you know, going slow, and all of a sudden I saw a critter roll underneath. Just like, really? I forget who it was again. Pretty sure we still have her yet. But she got rolled up underneath the bales, you know, and not much space. I don't know how in the heck she didn't break anything, but or get injured, but it's kind of like that chart. The more you F around, the more you find out. Here. I know we were driving through here someplace. I could probably drive through there, but I don't know where my paths are at. They're somewhere here. But I found kind of my old path from before where there's a lot of hardpack underneath. And yeah, it looks like I'm climbing up here all right. I don't put the differential lock on right away because the diff lock is for emergencies. So I can get the heck out of here. You know, the heck backed up, or if I just have a little bit more to go forward, you know, it's kind of like a safety blanket. Because when the diff lock isn't on, you know, the tractor, you know, the tire will, you kind of get that rocking. You'll get a rocking motion almost because, you know, the tires that have the least resistance will start spinning. So you get, you know, the tractor, it's kind of gets a little harder in the transmission when it starts doing that. Because one wheel will stop spinning, another wheel will go, so it's kind of at that point where you got to stop, idle down, put the differential lock on, and either back out the way you were going, or if you want to risk it, keep going forward, I guess. So snow is, at least with tires, snow is very hard to drive on. It's pretty tough. I'm glad I found my old path here that I don't have to drive back around now. I actually finally get through here. And the cows can walk through here now again, so. Jeez. Come on. Bunch of hocus pocus. Didn't blow in too bad here because I think the snow is holding up there instead. It didn't blow in too bad here. We're gonna have to start pulling these bales on this side. I wanted to feed the bales on the north side first. They're older. But yeah, that ain't gonna happen. There's the work Dad did the other week ago. Just to get to the oat straw pile. It's just crazy. It's just trying to get anywhere. Still haven't gotten to the durum straw on the other side. It's just either got to go through an old snowbank or have to go come in off the ditch, through the ditch, and come over. Darn snow. Makes these bales heavier than what they should be. Three of you. Ain't busy. Yeah, you're on a different time bud, huh? I see him sleeping, the other three out, and then I see him out, and the other three are laying down. There he goes. What do you think, bud? Oh.